Hi, it's Robin Leone from the White Light Center, and welcome to our next installment of the White Light Center Academy. So, through this series of short videos, I'll be sharing some of my knowledge with you. In this series, we've been talking about working with cards as a divination tool. In the past couple of lessons, we've discussed the importance of building a relationship with your cards so that you can use them as an accurate divination tool. If you're starting with a new deck, please take a look at my earlier videos about opening the new package and clearing the cards. This week, we're going to explore how to start divining messages from your cards. Again, I'd like to emphasize that there are many different ways to do this. I encourage you to experiment with different methods until you find the one that you are comfortable with. First, I'd like to remind you that we are all connected to divine guidance. While you can ignore it, you can never be disconnected from it. Divine messages are expressed in a variety of ways. Have you ever found a feather or a coin in an unusual place? Do the lyrics of a familiar song or a passage from a book suddenly jump out at you? Have you experienced a sudden revelation or aha moment? These are just a few of the many ways that Spirit uses to communicate with you. Now, there are tools that we can use to initiate communication with the other side as well. These might include palms, tea leaves, crystal balls, divining rods, pendulums, runes, and cards. The tools are different, but the object is the same: to open our hearts so that divine guidance can flow through us. So let's take a quick look at how we can use our cards for this purpose. I brought a few different cards for you to take a look at. This one is Messages from Your Angels. This is the deck that we opened a few weeks ago and that we've been working with in this video series. And the card that I pulled from this deck is Archangel Raphael. Now, what you can do is you can look at the words on the card. This one says, I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. So my personal opinion is this gives you way too much information on the cards in terms of the words. But remember, this is about what resonates with you. There are literally hundreds of decks that you can look at. And I suggest that you try a lot of different decks. Go to the shop and touch them, feel them, look at them, and then pick the one that feels right to you and then play with it and build a relationship with it so that you can divine messages. But look at the words. Look at the picture. This here in this picture is the Archangel Raphael. What else can you see from this? You can see that Archangel Raphael, who is the angel of healing, by the way, is dressed in a green gown or a green robe. Again, green is a typical color associated with healing. And then you see the healing white light above Raphael's head. So these are all ways that you can determine messages or divine messages that you can give to your client. This card is definitely about healing. And so perhaps your client is either in need of healing or they are a healer themselves. Let's take a look at another deck. This deck is an oracle card deck designed by Denise Lynn. This is the Gateway Oracle Cards deck. And the card I pulled from this deck, Embarking on an Adventure, I Savor the Wonders of the World. So again, looking at the words And take a look at the picture. This is the person taking off in a hot air balloon. And look at the detail on the cards. You'll see landscapes from things like the desert or palm trees. So, a warm place, India. This looks like the tower in London. That looks like the Eiffel Tower. Over here, you might see part of a structure that would be common to China or Japan. If I were to look at this card, I would say probably your client is planning to go on a wonderful trip, or the angels want them to know that they should plan on going for a wonderful trip so that they can take some time to relax and restore. This deck is another Doreen Virtue deck called Archangel Oracle Cards. I love this deck. I use it quite a bit. The card I pulled from that deck is called You Know What to Do, Archangel Uriel. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Now again, notice not only the words, but the pictures. This is Archangel Uriel. Uriel means the angel of light or God's light. And look, he's carrying a lantern. So definitely shining angelic light upon the situation. And if I had a client sitting in front of me and I pulled this card, I would say that they have something in their mind, something that they want to do, and they know that it's the right thing because their internal divine guidance is telling them so. That still small voice is telling them so, but they feel doubtful that it's the right step. And I think that we can tell them with confidence that the angels are shining light upon that topic or that item for them so that they'll be able to feel comfortable walking that path. And then the last deck that I pulled a card from for the purpose of this demonstration is Healing with the Angels, one of my very favorite decks, the first oracle card deck I purchased. And the card I pulled from this deck is Surrender and Release. It kind of fits with the previous card that we just looked at. This is the person who has something in their mind that they want to do, but they're a little bit afraid to do it for whatever reason. It could be money, it could be confidence, whatever. And the angels are telling them to go ahead and surrender and release it to God. Release the issue to their divine higher power. Notice the picture. This woman is clenching that vase of water, holding tightly to it. But the angels aren't going to let her carry that water in that way. Notice the big crack in the vase, and the water is leaking out. So it's coming out. They're pushing her forward to do this project with confidence. So that's what I would tell my client in that case. The real way that I would like you to encourage you to get information from your cards is to really just look at the card, look at the words, look at the picture, but close your eyes and take a breath. What do you see, hear, sense, or feel about that card? What is your divine inner guidance telling you? Does it agree with the words that you see on the card? Does it resonate with the picture that you see on the card? Or is it different? That's what's important. What do you see, hear, sense, or feel. Now, when you're done with your cards, don't forget to return them to their special storing place. Again, keeping with our theme of building a relationship with your cards, you want to treat your cards respectfully, and they will serve you for many days to come. And that's our Academy lesson for today. I really hope you enjoyed this week's topic, and I look forward to receiving your feedback. If you want more information about the White Light Center, please visit our website at whitelightcenter.com or send me an email at Robin, ROBIN, at whitelightcenter.com. Have a blessed week.